Hello, learning lovers. How are you today? I'm Angie. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. Looking at the energies of today here so far, I'll be shuffling and talking. Here at Learn Love Tarot, I'll be your spiritual stewardess of sorts to guide us through many lessons on what's going on in the transiting planets in the sky, and also how to use our own personal birth charts to understand our life design for our soul this lifetime in order to understand the path that we're on and how our own energies of that birth chart, how those planets talk to each other. And then how the transiting planets are talking to each other, and then also talking to us in our charts. Okay, so there's that forgiveness energy coming through. The channeled song for today, there were several. It's been a wacky day already. So we started out on this morning at the spiritual view. We did our live this morning. Thank you. And speaking of the spiritual view, I see all those sisters from other misters joining hands. Their hands are raised and joining forces here. And it says, I know that I am never alone. In addition, on the live read, the environmental energy here was gracious receptivity. See how her hands are opening there. There are also two hummingbirds featured there on the card. She's wearing a beautiful crown, a beautiful crystal crown. She has an eye at her throat chakra. I did not even notice that on the the AM portion of my notes today. I wrote transformation of the throat chakra. Say what you need to say. There are also butterflies in her hair. And then she's holding a Merkaba, which is our spiritual chariot. When our head and heart are in alignment, and also the energy of what we can visualize we're sitting in as we meditate our greatest and highest joys from our solar plexus chakra. Okay, so the reason why is today weird? So, first of all, I thought it was a 9-day because I had a client yesterday, and because I put an extra page in, I counted 7, 8 as the client, and today is the 9-day. And it should have been yesterday was a 7-day. The client had a 7-day reading, and then today is an 8. But those do not happen by accident. Okay, so AM part of the messages, I got this manifesta, this beautiful energy here with the stars. It is an energy of strength today, with its sister card being the star. And we pulled all kinds of star energy this morning. And in addition to that, with me thinking it was a 9-day of the Hermit, plenty of Hermit energy was pulled, and he holds the star inside of his lantern. So it's all moving together, okay? Before or during the reading, you can see me shuffle this big deck of my Izzy Ivy deck, and I separate it into 4 piles. And I tend to only look at those last 4 cards on the top, and I went, huh. And I'm seeing this eye here peeking through this awakening energy. In addition, there is an eye at the top of this card. So this was also a 17, which is the star energy of an 8-day. This is the violet flame. And on my notes from the show this morning, I drew the hermit at the top of the hill, holding his lantern, holding his light. And that card from the Liz Houston deck, there's picture of herself looking at herself, her own reflection, and the reflection is holding the flame. So I will be the flame, if that song resonates for you, by Cheap Trick. And then in addition to that, there's the throat chakra. That blue butterfly is returning here from my own personal card that I pulled for me that I'm sharing with you. And then finally, the fourth card was a 14, which is the earth. And I did mention in the live temperance energy. So that's getting back to ourselves, the roots connected to many things, finding our missing puzzle pieces to find our keys. Oh, there's another Merkaba right there. So they're all tying together. You can see the pictures of both of those in my community page today on my community page. So I'm seeing this as the down part of our roller coaster. So I'm going to be pulling on full moon energy. What are we awakening to? The light is turned on bright. What are we seeing? Possibly the hidden truth of something. As I was finishing up the messages from the live to post them and noticed I had the life path day wrong. I heard the show is over, say goodbye. So that is a Madonna song. It is from her Bedtime Stories album, which was her sixth studio album, which is Energy of the Lovers. And then the date, I don't know if I wrote down the date that it came out, but when I looked it up, all the digits added together. Let me see if I remember what that was. I think it was the Hermit energy. I will double check on that. But anyway, let's see what's going on here for the next couple weeks as we go from the full light of the moon, the light turned on, revealing something, right? Maybe this manifestation. Take a bow, the night is over. The masquerade is getting colder. Lights are low, the curtains down. There's no one here. Say your lines, but do you feel them? Do you mean what you say when there's no one around? Watching you, watching me, you're one lonely star. You don't even know who you are. Okay, so if someone's been playing the part of an actor perhaps in your life, that curtain is closing, that may be revealed here, that may be where the lantern is leading you. Okay, so energy of this full moon here for the next couple days, please and thank you, Spirit. Energy of the full moon for the next couple days, this awakened awareness. This is a collective shift of energy. A lot of people opening and wakening up opening up and awakening at the same time. We have this energy of balance. Again, seeing that throat chakra here, finding our crew, finding our soul tribe. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Well, now the full moon is all about forgiveness, isn't it? It's about releasing and letting go. I'll definitely be doing my Ho Oponopono Hawaiian prayer tonight. Wow. So that was right behind this balance card. This is what balances our energy, clears our sacral chakra, so that we can move towards that yellow solar plexus of happiness. Okay, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay, that's super fun. I can't believe that just came out. Crossed by freedom, which was the energy of, like the freedom, right, to change on the chariot. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Okay, so let's look at here, if we're going, this is in 2 weeks here at the bottom. What are we going to ground ourselves into, or what's going to bring us some grounding energy here? There's beautiful rainbows on this card. There are a lot of plants and flowers. There are roots, like I said, reminding me of the Ten of Pentacles card, the connectedness to many things. There is an earth on the bottom of the card, Empress energy there, Venus energy, Mother Earth. Okay, so here's this orange. Maybe we need to forgive ourselves as well by the end of this 2 weeks. This is the guilt card, and it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So if someone's been playing a role or been an actor, okay, and you were just like believing them, and that's the person that you need to forgive, or you just believe, that people can't do the things they do because we would never do them, therefore they're not even in our awareness, right? Because if we wouldn't do something, we would never imagine that someone else could treat someone else in a certain way. So maybe this is, you're just kind of awakening to the lesson of discernment, which is the lesson of our divine feminine aspect of ourself. And then the vulnerability piece, which is the divine feminine aspect of ourself. Surrender. Okay. Surrendering to that divine. And again, this full moon energy, this surrendering energy is all about forgiveness. Even if you don't love me anymore. Guilt, blame here underneath that, or on the bottom of this guilt. I accept responsibility for my own well-being. If someone fools us, shame on them. And if someone fools us twice, shame on us, right? If somebody wants to show us who they are and we don't want to believe that, because we don't want to believe that maybe that person we loved or admired, this could even be bosses, parental figures, we don't want to believe that, right? It doesn't assist our soul's growth to continue to hang on to that. Okay. So I'm going to keep that here just for a second. I understand that mistakes are only opportunities to learn. Sounds like a big lesson, guys. Okay. So this energy here, right in the middle, this violet flame in the throat chakra, I will be the flame. What is this all about? A week from now is going to be third quarter moon energy, when we reassess, express ourselves, express our truth. So what's this violet flame energy about? It's a 52 card, which is a 7. And again, it has this I, the cosmos. There's also butterflies here on that. And there is a tether to the earth chakra. Interesting. Okay. What is this violet flame energy? Okay. Acceptance. Tethering, grounding, connecting back into reality. Okay. It is what it is. And there's not much we can do. Other people are going to make their choices, right? Okay. And underneath that was acceptance and friendship. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. I'm not sure if Jen said that this morning on the live or if it was after in our little chat, but that's right here. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I just got done talking about someone we've admired, right? Could possibly have fallen kind of from grace, so to speak, in our eyes because of a choice that they made. On the bottom of that, though, look at how she's connected right here. There's this tethering to the earth and staying grounded, accepting the things I cannot change. This is after forgiveness comes acceptance, right? And then that brings abundance. When we let that energy go, it's no longer blocking our sacral chakra, our creative energy. It's no longer making us feel untethered or confused like we might in a full moon energy. Okay, cross by that. And then there's also orange, 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 a lot of sacral chakra energy. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And my eyes are being drawn over here with these reds and these oranges. Okay, and this is all about manifesting, being in the energy of what it is that you want to receive as if you already have it. Abundance, letting go, forgiving of what doesn't serve. So we want to focus on what we want in a manifestation energy, not what we don't want, because our thoughts, whatever we're thinking about, is what the universe brings us the energy of. So really think about not think about what you want to happen rather than your dissatisfaction with what might already be happening. Okay. Well, orange, red, purple. And then there's this navy here inside of this mandala as well that's coming up. And then tying back to this navy, how her hair's flowing is like this flow of energy to the universe, to the eye, which is coming back up to this top here. Okay, here for it. Let's see where we go. Okay, what about honesty after that? Speaking, say what you need to say. Throat chakra, transformation of the throat chakra. Okay, there's peace. So with this throat chakra energy here, this blue transformation, expressing our truth. There's stars here as well. And then there's a heart intertwining between these wings. Archangel energy here helping us express that truth as we're coming down to the darkness of the moon, right? When we're coming back down to the bottom of the divine feminine energy and settling into the divine masculine energy. Okay, so peace here, expressing how you want peace. If we want peace, we've got to be peaceful. We cannot attract what we are not. So if we're not feeling peaceful and you're like, I just want peace, you're not going to get it. Okay, we have to be in the energy of peace in order for those energies. I mean, it's just physics, right? In order for those energies to be attracted. Now, this is reminding me, that's a weird memory. I haven't thought about that in a long time. There's an old school game. It was on a tin where there were like little divots in the round game, and you put marbles there. I don't know what that was, but does anybody know what I'm talking about there? Please let me know. It looks like, yeah, I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy, that freedom ride I talked about earlier in the week, to peace. And then look how her eyes are closed. Eyes open at the top of the coaster, back down, eyes closed towards peace, releasing guilt, not blaming anyone else other than just holding ourselves accountable. Maybe it's second, third, fourth time we've been fooled by the puppeteer. Okay, peace, indecision at the bottom of that here with this purple. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. And then we got perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Once we get grounded here, coming into this energy of the new moon is the new start, right? So whatever this new start may be coming there. Okay, let's get some details. Now we had the full moon happening at 2:55 or 2:53, something like that today. Nine of Pentacles there on the bottom, abundance energy here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that violet flame would have been PM energy because that would have been the Hermit energy of tomorrow. I tend to be about a day ahead of the energy. I was looking over here when this card fell out. Ace of Wands, abundance. So there's a keyhole there. And this morning, I'm going to sneeze. Phew, excuse me. And this morning, I believe it was Marcia who had a bunch of keys show up in the messages. So again, we're all so connected, guys. Take a look at those. You definitely want to see what this is all about here. What is this Ace of Wands, the violet flame? That is passionate energy. Oh my God, can't make it up. There's the Hermit card that I thought of. And see how she's looking in the mirror image at herself. And then there's a little flame right there, and she has on a violet dress. I will be the flame. She is looking at herself as the flame, as the torch carrier. As the torch carrier. Look at this character here. You are the hermit at the top of this roller coaster, guys. The mirror reflection is holding the flame. Okay. Wild. That's wild. All right. Okay. What is this awakened awareness? There's an ace of pentacles after that. So double aces, that will be an 11. And then we have this 52 card, 711 is an angel number. I get quite a bit. Always makes me think of the Shoop song. Knight of Wands, this awakened awareness about what your passion is, what your potential, what you want. Balance, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Now, do you see how there's two different people here in this balance? Yes, I've got to be the knight and do my duties, but I've also got to indulge my romantic self and have a little fun and put myself out there, right? So there's this balanced energy, doing so without judgment. Perhaps as you come into balance and kind of see this, I wrote that I drew a stage with a curtain and a person going like this, and it's like, just make them smile. The whole world loves a clown. This morning we talked about people coming into our energy that are, full of what. Just ignore them. Don't give any energy to it. None. Let them exhaust themselves. Right? So Knight of Wands crossed by Six of Cups. Something coming from the past into the present to affect our future. This is heavy nostalgia energy. This is someone that you could possibly need to forgive from the past. They've already been in your life, right? You're having this awakened awareness that maybe they were balancing two separate lives, work with something else, something happening at work here. Not balancing their time well, maybe between work and home. Again, at the top of the full moon, radical Aquarius, pow. There's also a surprise because we have the sun squaring Uranus later on tonight, which is in Taurus. So that's three fixed energies. Like, it's a stubborn energy today, butting heads kind of energy, right? Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius all showing up here so far. If we see any Pluto, Queen of Wands, Scorpio energy, the death and transformation card, we already have that butterfly energy showing up. So take it how it resonates for you guys, but forgiveness of someone in the past, maybe they were there for a long time or for a good time, not a long time. And you're like, awakened awareness. I got your number now, buddy. Pow. Blowing their mind. Maybe they didn't ever think you'd figure it out, perhaps. Don't know. It's 6 and 6 here on the bottom. This is a stage card here. You don't know exactly what's going on in the 6 of Pentacles, because it looks like even though these guys have the fancy clothes on, they're the beggars, supposedly. And then the person without fancy clothes, right, just kind of a sheer sheath, is the one being the giver. One of these characters has on a blindfold, the other does not. So that's that. That's kind of a triangle energy there, especially with that 6 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. I mean, a decision about this, a decision of action from you is at play here. What you going to do at the top of the coaster? Are we going to be fooled another time? This is, if I do what I've always done, then I'm going to get what I've always got. This is her looking in the mirror reflection of, like that hermit energy was. And this is just the same old drab white dress, right? What's going on here? Notice all of these characters have on white. Rather than as she steps into a new passion, now all of a sudden she's this rose, and she's something completely different. Stepping into abundance here is that next step with that red abundance card. Just wow. And I was gonna 6 and 6, I was thinking 12, hanged man in my head. And then there's that hanged man of creativity. There's a web around her as she's seeing something from a new perspective. This was a lesson indeed. Okay. Now, what was on the bottom of that Ace of Wands was that Violet Flame, which was the Hermit card energy. What is this abundance here? Give me more about this Ace of Wands, this passionate abundance by this Violet Flame energy. Do we have anything more on that? Okay. This is the coming together of the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. The chess piece is on the top of her head as her head opens up and reveals this. This is the moon on the top and the earth on the bottom underneath at her feet. Wow, it's the world energy, which is a 21, Empress energy with a 3. Yeah. What is it? The successful completion of a cycle of being dissatisfied, of feeling filleted, of feeling like I just got my A double asterisk handed to me again, right? The Four of Cups is a very frustrating energy. I kind of bristle when I see it, but since it is with the World card, it's like the ending of dissatisfaction, right? The ending of having to do all the work of working so hard. She's holding a ceramic head here with that head opening up, just like it is on the World card, except in here she has scissors, she has measuring tape, she has creative supplies, right? She's the only one holding all the tools here when there is a cup from the universe trying to be handed to her, but she's in such an energy of dissatisfaction and hurt. Okay, this grief energy right here, that it's kind of blocking that abundance, her ability to manifest from that solar plexus chakra. Just wow, that's definitely dissatisfaction, grief, like accepting what is my part? What was the role I played here on this stage? It takes two to tango. So we can blame all we want, right? But that does not change the fact that there was a role somewhere in there that we were playing. Underneath the bottom of the deck here, yeah, with this end of dissatisfaction, of being filleted, being hurt. This is the most creepy Five of Wands ever. This is someone trying to, like, cutting off their nose to spite their own face. This is jealousy. This is strife. This is competition. This is being backstabbed. Okay. So again, if it's this person being two-faced from the past, you have an opportunity here to make a different decision and move into abundance instead, guys. Okay. Grieve the past, let it go. Let go. You're at the top of the coaster. We're going down no matter whether we want to or not. It's time to surrender. You control the ride that you get. Okay. We are never alone. There's always somebody in that coaster car with us. Wow. Okay. Let's finish up here underneath that Five of Wands, jealousy, strife, competition. Here's justice energy. It feels like karmic justice for all the pain, the hurt. This is over. When you make a different choice, okay, the red instead of the white, this balanced energy, okay, we do have acceptance and balance above. When we make a new decision, here comes the justice for whatever this BS is in your environmental energy. I don't think it's fooling you anymore. Yeah, it's time for healing to begin here. There is a Black Panther up in the tree here, and that is a 44 card in the Animal Spirit deck, which is Take Back Your Power. I like that. Okay, what's going on with this transformation of the throat chakra, the being of love, geez, and peace, Empress energy here, and there's also a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands that popped out. Throat chakra, peace, indecision. Okay, I mean, when there's this is the Empress is all four queens. And the King of Pentacles isn't looking at either one of them. He's just looking at his money. The Queen of Wands is looking back at her own mess, at ways in which she possibly fooled herself. Aries and energy, and also Scorpio, because they used to share Mars. And we were talking about masks. And if this person was giving to someone else here in the past, I mean, that Six of Swords, burying their head in the sand about it here at the bottom, or what the flippers were. This is spirit taking somebody on to calmer waters, even though this person, this character's head is still buried in her plumage, and there's the stage. Spirit is taking you away from the stage, guys, away from the actor. I drew that little stage with the red curtains there. It's this character that could possibly be moving to calmer waters. Four of Swords, again, into their own healing, into your own healing, possibly here. Nine of Cups energy, opening up the keys to their own wish fulfillment and happiness by walking away from one thing with their sword of truth towards another thing, making a different choice. This is, again, we're at the North Node in Aries, right? We only have until 111 to end those bad or imbalanced relationships, right? It's like you're the Empress here. You need to, if this is what this hurt is all about, this past energy, like, or perhaps there's a King of Pentacles blocking it, or that's Taurus energy. Ace of Swords. Who's this Queen of Wands? Who's this Queen of Wands? Four of Pentacles, King of Cups, somebody that is holding back on feelings possibly right now. Yeah. Okay. Hanged Woman holding back, paused energy. There's that Piscean energy again, this turquoise card. Okay. Underneath that, huzzah, Nine of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy there, lower octave, then it goes Queen of Pentacles, then it goes Empress, okay? But then you'll need your Emperor. All right, what about this final here, this Earth energy by the new moon, feeling more grounded, releasing beliefs that no longer assist in our soul's growth, and accepting responsibility for our own well-being here. Seven of Pentacles, that music box dancer in her head, a situation that has replayed over and over and over again, this green earth energy here showing up, and she is pulling her harvest from the earth, or getting prepared to. There's also four-leaf clovers all over her dress. So this is a lucky energy coming in here, guys. Something that has already been manifesting, has been cultivated. The cult of personality is already coming to fruition. We just need to continue to release and forgive. And really, these are like the stubborn patterns that just will not quit, crossed by the Chariot energy. So we go from waiting in a fast energy, things are going to pick up at the new moon. Remember that as we come down from the full to the new, after the new moon, we use our emperor energy, our divine masculine, to build the steps. It looks like this is when you're going. That's when your heart and your head aligns to drive this chariot away from whatever this old life may have been. Okay, that does not assist your soul's growth. Yeah, away from what? Three of Swords and Seven of Cups. This disjointed sense of self. This is this is fragmented emotions. I feel good sometimes. I feel bad sometimes. It breaks my heart all the time. That's what the song says. You broke my heart. How was I to know you'd break? You broke my heart. Okay. After that, King of Swords holding his sword of truth, much like this figure here, walking towards their truth. And here, possibly some rumors from a Page of Swords or an immature energy in the environment. There is a Knight of Wands also on center stage. In case you don't go and look right there, you're the Hermit up top, up here, and underneath that on stage. Just make them smile. The whole world loves a clown. Okay, what's hiding behind their smile, collective? He's on stage. This is a stage card. I'm pretending to give my all or be a giver. Are they really? Or are they just taking your energy, and are you just convenient? I mean, you have to answer that for yourself. Yeah. This is taking cup energy, right? Siphoning it right up. This is supposed to be a card of giving back. But with the Page of Swords, it's the most immature page and the least one of all to handle love. It's not, I see it, I want it, it's mine. There's a King of Swords and a King of Wands here in your environmental energy. It looks like you're in union, though, with what you're deciding if this is a choice between two people. If in the past, this King of Pentacles, perhaps you were the Empress energy, and behind them was a Queen of Wands who they left in the dust or left them in the dust healing, is because this person had a mask on. They're examining themselves for that as well. I mean, karma leaves out no one, good or bad. So very, very interesting here. Let's look at, I want to get out my love. I don't love this deck. I don't love the love deck. It's hit and miss for me. We'll see what we get here. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm looking up here at this Knight of Wands, and then we see the King of Wands down here. Up here at this Knight of Wands, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This is someone from the past coming back here. There's an engagement energy, passion, soulmate, and calling your soulmate. Very interesting. Okay, I would say make sure that you've learned the lesson of discernment. Maybe they are just now waking up. Okay, who is, what's up with this Empress energy between her and the King of Pentacles? What's this Empress energy between her and the King of Pentacles? Okay, if you are an enlightened masculine, then this is for your Empress energy. Okay. King of Pentacles is a lower octave emperor. They could be already connected. I mean, for all I know, they could be connected or married. Empress's mother energy. We have King of Pentacles father, and then we have Queen of Wands here can depict an outside or third party, like we saw up there. And also those three figures in another card. I forget which. Okay, what's up with between this Empress and the King of Pentacles? That one on top was chunky. Chemistry, strong magnetic attraction, heart-to-heart conversations, honeymoon period, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. There's a strong attraction. Okay, what about who is this king? What's between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands? King of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. Slow down. You know, I've been feeling the siren energy come back. The test of the siren is something that we know we would get in trouble for. Trouble, if anybody else knew, maybe something you don't want other people to know. We all get tested by the siren, guys. That's that devil energy. Oh, nobody will ever know. Go ahead, do it, right? It'll make you feel good. So this is retreat energy here between King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. It's time to disconnect from the world. She's wearing a white dress here, surrounded in a peacock kind of a cape. And there's also a white dress here. And this card, retreat, crossed by, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay. And then let's see who these other energies are. I want to know who the King of Swords is and also this King of Wands. Okay. What's up with the King of Swords here? So is that all the kings? We had Pentacles, Swords, Wands, and we did have Cups come out somewhere. So we've had all four kings out with the Empress. So technically the Emperor's here, King of Swords, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay. What about with the King of Wands? 3. Why is he on a stage? Children, up here. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay. Surrounded by deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. What I say? On a stage. Just make them smile. The whole world loves a clown. What's hiding behind their smile? Emperor and a low vibration is that King of Wands energy. I see it. I want it. It's mine at the cost of whatever, because it's impulsive energy, right? Okay, let's get advice and then we done. Let's get advice. How can the collective best handle this section of the full moon to the new moon energy? Please and thank you. Handling this section of the full moon to the new moon. Card of advice, please, for learning lovers, spiritual viewers, pathfinders, whoever finds this message, whenever they find it, Spirit, what is advice for this transition? What are the stars of the Hermit's lantern leading to here, looking down over the hill at the top of the coaster? Advice as we go down to the new moon. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't want to come out. Advice, please, and thank you. We'll take it off the top in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bottom of the deck energy mural. Be your own first priority. It's a 25 card. There's a castle there, and the card on top. Thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. That red rose energy. Even if we get the thorns, if we prick ourselves with those thorns and there's blood, it's a 14 of change, which because it's a 5, it can still make something very beautiful. underneath this, be your own first priority, is the villain card. It's a 38, which is an 11. You can always rewrite the story. Okay. All right, guys. I hope this wacky message found you well on this wacky day. So I hope there was at least something in there for you guys. Please let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate that. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.